So now we gotta teach, because we was a little messy. So now we're gonna circle back, because the one thing that we wanna make sure that we do is keep it in the studio, keep it, in the music and not take it to the street. Now, DJ Slim brought up Biggie and Pop, and that beat was notorious, and it actually spilled over, and that's not what we want to do. We want to be able to teach our children, be here for our children, and have our children understand it is what it is. It's just music at the end of the day. Go ahead and provide some.
Like I said before, and I say it again, it's more than just, you gotta, as a DJ, and as a parent, I don't know if you have a niece or nephew, you understand where I come from when I say this. You can't even listen to everything nowadays. Even though we can't discipline everybody's child. Some we can't even discipline our own. Because it's a lot of things they say, oh, you can't do this now because it's harm to your child.
Letting them listen to that music is wrong too.
Exactly. So just imagine me as a DJ and I have to do a 13 to 18-year-old birthday party, which I don't do, but just use it for example.
Right.
Imagine the songs they would come and ask me for, or college students come just ask me for. And I'll be looking at them like, do you know what this particular artist is saying to you? I don't want to call out no names.
I already know. I already know.
We know a few names.
I seen
Let's
the
be
first
adults,
one.
let's be honest. We know a few songs we done heard and say, this is not for me to listen to, for a child to hear. So, how can we help the children as far as the community and the youth? First off, I can be honest and say, as an artist, as the artist is now, a lot of them don't make acapella, instrumentals, clean and dirty versions. You don't get those nowadays. You might get it once in a week, I can't lie to you. Because it's just like all y'all know years, and it's very true.
Yeah, sure.
But then when it doesn't, it's a hit for us. But when it doesn't reach that youngin', so as a DJ, okay, I can say, let me get your whole song. I'll take your whole beat out. I'll be dropping a beat that they know today. On your same tempo, your notes ain't gonna change, they gonna change.
Right.
They gonna jump to it.
Right.
Cause they thinking in the back of their mind, as a DJ, which that's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut that song up.
Right.
But I'm producing and showing a new artist at the same
Time. What's his name?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if they say, if that's what's gonna make you jump when I come to your club, a lot of artists now are going to remake this. They've been doing it since, the Big and Tupac era. Come on, let's be honest. And who always had the best beats back then? The 70s. With live recording. With bands. Recording with 8 tracks with live mixes.
Now, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Because I lived in the Midwest, and I was in Cleveland, right? And there were so many different versions. It was like a house party version of the track. It was, dirty style.
It goes back to what I'm saying again.
Right, so
The
that's
acapella.
listen. Then you are right.
I can be honest and say, no, I'm not all right with it at all. Because, just say in the city of Birmingham, as a DJ, songs don't last 3 months. Especially at a family reunion, a wedding reception, something that's fun for everyone, the church to enjoy. Because everywhere you go, you're going to hear that line dance. It's gonna be one of them that's gonna make you get up out that chair and say, oh, he ain't played my song. But That's all grab me there. Let me go ahead and do the line dance with everybody else.
Yeah.
If I get you once, ain't no reason to let you sit back down in my world of DJing. That's why I said, I'm gonna send you to a bar. I'm gonna make you want to get some air. But I want you to feel good while you listening to good music.
Yeah.
No matter what year it is.
So what y'all think about what he is?
I think he's head on.
I agree with everything you said. I mean, you couldn't have said it better. We do need to go back to that where you can have a bunch of different mixes. Like she said, the Dirty South mix, the New York mix, the East Coast mix, the dance mix, where you got the house music. I want that for my music, honestly, where you can just throw it on anyway. And
That's where it's lost at right now.
Mhm.
That's where it really lost at. Like I said, I can make you a flash drive off that type of music. But then, two things gonna happen. Either they gonna ask you first, hey, who made that for you? Can you get another copy?
Yeah.
Guess what third happens? And this is the kicker. You ain't got that flash drive no more with you. You gonna call me for that same one too.
Yeah.
Cause you gonna say, hey man, you still got that playlist that I gave you the last time. And don't know, I'll probably use your whole playlist of shows that I done done with because I've been like, you done blessed me with something that I never had.
Right.
You gave me a side of you that I never known about you. Because the music that you'll give me, it'll touch me probably different than it will touch anybody else because a real musician is gonna listen to another real musician.
Right.
And everybody have a testimony.
Right.
So, even with the generation now, some of the music they lay out, I can't lie to you, somebody has some of their testimonies.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Even like these rap songs. Like when you hear some of these young guys, like, honestly, today I was talking to some young people at school. They said they like Big Youngboy. They said, Miss Tiffany, which one you like, Youngboy or Lil Durk? I said, I like Lil Durk. I like it's smooth, it's mellow. Yeah. They thought I was crazy when I said Lil Durk, but like you said, he had a testimony. Like he said about his struggle, and even like Lil J right here, he got a testimony when he talked about his struggle. Like stuff like that, I feel like that's a testimony.
Me personally, like I said, everybody has one of those songs. That's up here on this panel right now. Everybody has one. I even have a mix that I got. But if I played it to you, you'll say it's a good mix. But a real artist is gonna be like,
Yeah, you're right. That's what I listen to.
oh, okay. Like they say, in between the lines of certain artists, they tell you. Some of it has to be a little fake nowadays. But some of it does get real in there because they didn't seen it with their own two eyes and they didn't tell nobody. But they also get stereotyped off their lyrics. But I ain't gonna talk about that.
I'll play devil's advocate on this. A lot of times you hear there's no more good music, there's no more real music, there's no more soulful music. But in the reality of everything, there's evolution. And I have to believe that my ears are trained to hear what I have been trained to deem good music. I hear, and what moves me is what I was raised to hear to move me. However, if you listen to some of these babies today that swear by Lil Wayne and they'll just die by it, or Jay-Z or whatever, and it's, I don't know what some of these rappers are saying, like it's, but when you look at their passion and look at how they rock to their playlist, and I know I rock to mine the same way, I have to take into consideration their ears are their ears. Their soul is their soul, their spirit is their spirit. They're getting moved by different type of instruments. They're used to beat pads. That's what moves them. They're used to that's what moves them. So be it. So I try to shy away from there's no real music or no good music. I just prefer to say, you know, I like to stick to what I know. I like to stick to what moves me, what works for me. Because these artists are selling too much. And these babies are rocking too hard. I still don't know what they're saying, but it's happening. So it must be good to them. But I know the music that, you know, my great grandmama rocked too, and the you know, the chip joints and the hole in the wall, little shook shacks, you know, with the banjos and stuff. Ain't my thing. That's where it started.
But
That ain't my thing.
But
So
you also gotta understand this. A lot of rap artists now, like we was talking before we got on the podcast and said how can you reach me as far as doing a live mix. That's the same thing I'm telling you now. A real artist, they can perform behind orchestras now.
That show you know.
You have some artists now perform behind live bands now. When you go acknowledge yourself and don't be scared and put a little pride to the side a little bit and just say, hey, how you doing? If y'all can help me with this, I sure will appreciate it. But this is what I'm trying to do, is see if y'all can help me.
And I agree with that. If that's what an artist is into, I'm flipping now. Me personally, yes. If it ain't live, it ain't me.
Exactly.
But I'm giving the flip point of things. There are artists who you can't expect them to appreciate or want the orchestra or the live band when their ear is not trained for that. That's not what they enjoy. That's not, and they have no desire to. A person is not wrong for desiring.
That's why a lot of
different
and guess what happens?
For what we perceive to be better.
And guess what happens at the end? Guess what they become? Ghostwriters.
They become artists who are very popular
Like I
to
said,
their generation of people.
But
Like
you
I
said
said,
over the
Lil
years
Wayne
also.
music has never made sense to me. But that man has made a plethora of dollars, and he has a fan base out of this world. I've always thought Nicki Minaj was schizophrenic. But the woman has made a plethora of dollars and have fans out of this world. So it depends on what your reason is. You're speaking off of passion and love for good music. I'm speaking off of what they're working for these days and why they're doing it. So they're not going to go pursue what you're talking about, certain ones.
Certain ones, I'm with you. That's why I said, I'm with you. We on the same page. I promise you we are.
Jay, you got anything you want to add? Okay. Okay.
No, I'm just listening to it and the love that I have for music. Telling my story or telling your story in it is a testimony to somebody out there that probably is living it, just don't know how to express it. You know, so I think that that's where he's coming in with the love of the music. You know, what do you hear? What's behind the cymbals? What's behind the drum beat? What's behind the guitar? You know, things that we used to love to hear and started in the church. It started in the church. And sometimes in little back cuts. And I don't know, I just...
Remember at one time it was never you can go get that quarter and put it in the machine.
Wow.
Just like you just said. You used to have the banjo, the guitar. They didn't have no drums in there. Guess what was their drums? But guess what the crowd doing with them? That's their drums.
Okay. That was some great conversation. I love that. Now, my next thing, because the whole, so now we gotta teach. Because we was a little messy. So now we're